Hi Taurus, and welcome to your love reading for February 2018. This is particularly for single Taurus. I've done you and significant other person separately. There's a lot going on here, Taurus, isn't it? The outcome really powerful. Strength card with the King of Cups. There's definitely stuff going on. If it helps for about 8 of the 12 signs, a lot of 5 of Cups, a lot of 9 of Swords, so a lot of issues being worked through. Your additional guidance card is flexibility. So we'll find out the deeper meaning of that in a little while. So it's the ability, I guess, to not be too staunch or too fixed in how you feel about things, but have an open mind, be willing to change direction, that sort of thing. But we'll see what it means, because mentally you've got the Tower card regarding how you feel about relationships. So this isn't what's going to happen to you, by the way, it's your state of mind. So I think some Taurus, radical appraisal, almost like the Tower is probably one of the most spiritual of all the major arcanas. It's that aha moment when you just look at how you've been operating and how you've been working in the world, and you go, no more. It's an absolute radical change card. Because emotionally you're the 5 of Discs. So the 5 of Discs can be a card of just not feeling good enough, okay? Feeling unworthy, not feeling lovable. It's not the easiest card, but an awful lot of signs have pulled it, okay? So the 5 of Discs, insufficient, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough. And having the Tower right underneath it, it's almost a wake-up call, Taurus. Maybe you've been asked to wake up to how this belief system has dictated how you've loved and how you've lived. Because when we get the 5 of Discs emotionally, and when we don't feel worthy of healthy love and healthy situations, we end up picking the most idiotic relationships, because we just don't feel very, very worthy of love, okay? Spiritually, change. Spiritually, it's a Chariot card, which means there's change required here. There's a force pulling you forward. You cannot not work with the spirituality card, because it's a force greater than you that's taking your life forward in new directions. And maybe emotionally, Taurus, there's a sense of inadequacy. Maybe you've been pulled out your comfort zone. You're being asked to move out your comfort zone and you don't like it. Most people don't, okay? But that seems to be what's going on for you. Your first card is the 7 of Discs. So 7 of Discs is a card of contemplation. It's also about patience and persevering. But for me, the 7 of Discs is a card of contemplating what you want the future to be like. So what do you want as your 10 of Discs? Because emotionally, you being the 5 of Discs is a sense of some Taurus just aren't feeling loved right now, okay? I call this the orphan card. That feeling of being out in the cold, being unlovable. And maybe you're contemplating change, what you want the future to be, because the 2 of Swords came up with it. Both deeply contemplating cards, okay? Because unless we change what's driving our relationship choices, we're just going to keep making the same choices. And that's what the Tower with the 5 of Discs is saying, is it's almost a shredding off an old identity here, so you can get this Chariot, so you can propel yourself forward, okay? Your challenge is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a picture of past hurts, past disappointments that it's about situations that haven't worked out for you. And sometimes the Five of Cups is too much dwelling on those hurts. I don't know, okay? So what I always suggest is we have to feel something to heal it, end of. But when working with the Five of Cups, it's important to have boundaries for how much time you spend in past losses and past hurts. Because your outcome is the King of Cups, which does mean that you've worked through that five, you processed an awful lot of emotions, and you're now sitting in this golden throne because you came out the other side of it. Either that, or this is someone that you're going to meet. This King of Cups would represent one of the water signs, but not necessarily. Is this someone who's emotionally expressive? So they're not like the King of Swords or the King of Wands. They express their emotions, okay? And they've got this little bit of harmony. Lovely, lovely person to be involved with, okay? And it's with the Strength card. So the Strength card is about moving forward. She's got her eye on her destiny point. She's walking side by side with a lion, and she's going forward. And so are you, Taurus. But there's something, now, honestly, if you do any cross-watching, you'll see, apart from about 3 signs, a lot of signs have had really quite challenging readings, a lot of shadow stuff coming up, a lot of past hurts coming up, but our emotions are just like our digestive system in our tummy. They need to be worked through so we can move forward to a new beginning. And I think your biggest challenge here, Taurus, is your self-esteem. The Five of Discs emotionally is about someone who doesn't feel valued. They don't feel they're of value. Quite often I've worked with people where people actually think they're not attractive enough to find love. It's a set of belief systems that are crippling you emotionally, Taurus, and it's actually quite painful to see you in there. But then here comes a Tower card. Here comes a state of mind which is, oh my gosh, I need to change this. I need to transform this so I can move my life forward past these past losses, to claim my king, to claim my strengths and move forward with passion. But it isn't going to happen until you dismantle that Five of Discs, that self-esteem, work through those past losses, because that's just the way the universe is made, okay? Basically, that's the way it's made. Unless we go inwards and shred our old beliefs and work through those past hurts, and then that's what makes us into the Strength card, able to move forward, having taken control of the lion, so no longer being controlled by self-esteem issues, but feeling like a powerful person. And then you get the Ace of Wands, pretty much saying the same as me. It is about coming alive. The fires are transformative energy. They have the power to transform anything. If you look at it, it's very like the Tower card. Taurus, transform the self-esteem. It's possible, because human beings can change. It takes hard work, but it's about changing our belief systems and how we value our own self, because these 2 outcome cards are about total self-value and self-love. Both cards represent the same, but very, very different energies. But look at her self-esteem, you can see it. And the King of Cups is, he's not losing his emotional serenity for anyone. I hope you're not annoyed with me, Taurus. It just seems to be that it's one of these months where there's a lot of depth working going on for people. It's Jupiter and Scorpio. It's going to be like that until October. And that's what we've all got. And just keep purging, just keep releasing, because there'll be a time when, actually there will be a time when you move into a whole different vibration. Okay, Taurus, I'll speak to you later. Bye.